Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Taif. I am Ms. Bushra Tanveer. This is Social Studies class for grade 8. This is our 7th video of this Social Studies class. In this class or in this video we shall discuss chapter 7. Dear students, after today's lesson we shall be able to understand simply the meaning of balance of payment. We shall be able to understand Pakistan's main exports and imports. We shall be able to understand what visible and invisible exports and imports are and their importance to Pakistan. And at the end of the chapter we shall be able to do the question answers given in the exercise, short question answers and MCQs. Dear students, let's move on our today's lesson, chapter 7. The title of the chapter is Exports and Imports of Pakistan. We shall study chapter 7 today. Dear students, in front of your computer screen you can see a picture. In this picture there is a balance scale is given over there, and on the left side of the picture you can see the exports and imports. The scales of exports are heavier than imports, and at the top of this picture you can see the word prosperity is written over here. It means that if the exports of any country is more than imports, it means that country will be prosperous, the wealth will come in this country, or the country will be rich. So due to the more exports, the country should be prosperous. And on the same picture, on the right side of the picture you can see the debt, loans and problems. In this balance scale you can see the imports and the exports. So the imports in the balance or in the scale is more than exports. It means if the imports of any country will be more than exports, that country will be under debt. Means that country will take the loan from the other countries to fulfill their necessities or to fulfill their needs, and there will be lots of problems will be over there in the country. So if the exports are more than imports, then the country will be prosperous, and if the imports are more than exports, it means then the country will under debt or will be in problem. Now we shall discuss the exports. What are exports? Exports are goods which are sent out of the country for sale. Other countries buy them either in their own currency or more usually in US dollars. So exports, what is exports? And what are exports? Exports are the goods which the country sent out to the other country for sale. And the next topic or the subheading which we shall discuss over here, that is imports. Imports are goods which are brought into the country from overseas. They have to be paid for usually in US dollars. Nowadays countries are also paying in euros. Do you know what the euro is? So dear students, imports are the goods which are brought into the country from overseas. Means if we need some kinds of material or some other things, then we can buy that from the other country. That is called imports, and usually it is paid in US dollars. It means that US dollar is the international currency which is used for the business or export imports. And also, do you know the word written over here, euro? Do you know guys what is a euro? Euro is also the currency which is used in the international market. Now see the next, we shall see the next subheading, balance of payment. If the exports are higher than the imports, then the figure that shows the difference is called the trade surplus. In this picture in front of you on the desktop or on your computer screen, if you see the left side of the picture, this is the trade surplus. Means that if our exports are higher or more than imports, then we shall call the surplus or the trade surplus. If the imports are higher than the exports, the figure that shows the difference is called the trade deficit. So dear students, on the same picture at the right corner, you can see at the right side of the picture the debts, loans, problems. It means that if our imports or the imports of any country are more than the exports, then this is called the trade deficit, and there will be a lot of problems for the loan. Means that the country will take the loan to fulfill their needs. Dear students, now you can see exports items. As we have discussed about the exports, what are exports? So we can see the exports items, the items which the Pakistan exports to other countries. That is rice. These are agricultural products. As you know that Pakistan is an agricultural country, and lot of the products which Pakistan exports that are related from the agricultural. So that is called the agricultural products. The first product which the Pakistan exports, that is rice, fruit, fish products, raw cotton, cotton yarn, cotton cloth, leather, hides. And on the right side of the table, you can see the values are given over there. So these are the values that Pakistan export these items, and then this value Pakistan should get from the US dollar. Means that for the rice, 1136 US million dollars Pakistan get from this product, rice. Then fruit, 118.7. Then from the fish product, 190.6. than from the other materials. So the next table you can see on your computer screen. These are also the exports items which Pakistan exports to other countries. That is manufactured goods, knitwear, bed linen, garments, ready-made garments, carpets, rugs, sports goods, leather products, medical surgical goods, chemical, pharmaceuticals, petroleum products and engineering goods. All these goods are also exports item, and these items are export from Pakistan. And also on the table right side is given the amount or the value which Pakistan get from these exports in US dollar. Dear students, here we shall discuss the export Pakistan Big Five exports Pakistan's Big Five. These 5 items make up almost 3/4 of all Pakistan's exports. The first one is cotton. Pakistan is the 4th largest producer of cotton in the world after the USA, China and India. It means that cotton is also a export from Pakistan, and this is from this material or from this product the first largest country or the first largest producer is USA, then China, then India, and Pakistan is the 4th largest producer of cotton. So the next subheading, rayon. Rather surprisingly, the 2nd largest exports item in rayon, as it used to be called artificial silk because it has some of the properties of real silk but is much cheaper. This is also we can say, made from the cotton, and this rayon is called the artificial silk, and this is the material which we get from the cotton. So dear students, here you can see how the rayon or the artificial silk are prepared. On the picture you can see the first of all, soft wood trees are chipped finely, and this one we can get this from the pine trees also, and which is found in the hilly areas of Pakistan. And in the second step, the chips are dissolved in special chemical and become a thick liquid. The chip which we get from the tree that will be dissolved in the chemical, and then in the next step the solution is forced through nozzles from which it emerges as a thin thread, and then in the 4th step this thread is hardened by passing it through a tank of chemicals. It emerges as a fine thread, rayon or artificial silk. So artificial silk or the rayon is the 2nd largest export of Pakistan. Dear students, here we shall see the next export of Pakistan. Rice is the Pakistan's 2nd largest grain crop, as nearly 5,500,000 tons a year, about a quarter the amount of wheat. Pakistan is fortunate fortunate in growing excellent basmati rice, which is highly sought after all over the world and sells all 3 or 4 times the price of the ordinary rice. Dear students, we have discussed this in our previous chapters about the rice, and we knew about that the rice is the second largest grain crops of the world, and the Pakistani basmati rice is valuable, or we can say is people have to be like that in all over the world, and most of the desserts are also made from this rice. And in this picture you can see that how the rice husk is removed in factories. You can see the procedure, or you can see in this picture that how the rice is removed in factories, the husk, and this is done on a large scale, means that all these things will be done in the factory. The next Pakistan exports is sports equipment. This is Pakistan's 4th largest export item. This is a plenty supply of leather for balls, and trees such as willows and ash provide the raw material for bats, stumps, hockey sticks, and the rackets for squash and tennis. So the sports equipment is also the one of the Pakistan exports, and this is the 4th largest exports of Pakistan. And most of the city of Sialkot is famous for the sports goods, and lot of balls and also other rackets are made from there in that city, and the Pakistan have to export the balls and the rackets and the hockeys from the other countries. Dear students, now we shall see the next topic, subheading carpets. As we saw earlier, the hardy wool from the tough sheep and goats of hilly region is ideally suitable for making carpets. Some carpets are made in factories, but the best are handmade in people's homes. And hand knotted carpet is a traditional design which is liked all over the world, and this carpet is also export from Pakistan, and these carpets are made from the wool of the sheep and the goats, especially in the hilly region of Pakistan. So now we shall see the imports, means the Pakistan's brought out the things from the other countries. The imports items: grain, pulses, sugar, edible oil, tea, machinery, non-electrical power generator, electrical machinery, petroleum and its products, fertilizer, chemicals, transport equipments, iron, steel, others, and the total amount for that. As we discussed in the beginning of the lesson about the exports and the imports of the country, that if the exports are more than the imports, it means the country should be prosperous, and if the imports are more than exports, then there will be a lot of problem. It means that the country will be under debt. So we also have the same problem, that in our country Pakistan, our imports are more than exports, and we have a lot of problem related to this. Now we shall see the next subheading, invisible exports or imports, as well as goods that we can see and handle, such as iron, rice, carpets or machinery. There is a lot of wealth flowing into Pakistan which we cannot see or handle. Many Pakistanis men work overseas, especially in the oil fields of Saudi Arabia and the UAE and in the USA or UK, where wages are much higher than at home. So here you can see the what is written on invisible exports and imports. As we know that there is a material we have to discuss about the exports and also the imports. Invisible export or imports are means that many of the people who work outside from the country in the overseas, they send the money in the country, and this is called the invisible export, which is means that the people who worked outside the country, they earn the from that countries and send the money to the in the country, just for we can say that they spend the money of they spend their money in their country. Now, dear students, now we shall see the question answer given in the exercise. The first question: explain what is meant by the terms balance of payment, trade deficit and trade surplus. So the answer is start from here. Balance of payment is the record of money payments between one country and other countries incurred due to exports, imports, foreign investment, loans and other cash flows. When imports are higher than exports, the difference calculated is called trade deficit, and when exports are higher than imports and their difference calculated is called surplus. So the first we can see the balance of payment, and then the second one trade deficit is also discussed over here, and then the third one the surplus trade. Now we shall see the question number 2. Work out the difference in the totals of Pakistan's exports and import figures for 206. Is the result a surplus or a deficit? So we shall discuss over here the answer of this question. Pakistan exported agriculture products like rice, fruit, fish products, raw cotton and raw cloth, etc. The manufactured goods like the knitwear, bed linen, ready-made garments, carpets and sports goods, etc. to earn 16,145 million US dollars in 2006. In the same year, Pakistan imported grain pulses, sugar, edible oil, machinery, petroleum, etc. and spent 28,051.8 million US dollars. The result of this year was a deficit of, means if we shall see the difference, it means that we have the deficit 11,906.8 million US dollars. It means in 2006 the Pakistan has the result of the export and imports. It means that Pakistan was a deficit of this year. Now we shall see the answer, question number 3. In the table showing imports for 2006, what goods could be included in others? I show you the table in the previous pages. You can see the goods from there. Now we shall see the answer. Others would included processed finished consumer goods such as food items, cosmetics, toys, chemicals, medicines, etc. It means that you can see on the table is written about the manufactured goods or written food and drinks, and on the third step is written others. So what other materials are included? So these are the other materials which are included in the imports of Pakistan. So dear students, now we shall see the question number 4, exercise question. What is the single largest import? Where does the bulk of this come from? So we shall see the answer. Crude petroleum and its products are the largest imports, as these are the needed for transport and energy. These come mainly from the Gulf states and especially from Arabia. Dear students, now we shall see the question number 5. Make 3 columns and under them list imports used for food and drink, imports used in industry to increase output and perhaps exports, and number 3, those which are used to improve the lives of the people in Pakistan. This is your assignment. You can see the column, and in these columns you have to put the imports of Pakistan, food and drink, and in the second column you put the things used in industry, and in the third column you put the things to improve people's life. So you can see all these material you can get from the imports of 2006, and then you can do this assignment by yourself. Dear students, now we shall see the short question answer. The first question: what is the difference between exports and imports? Exports: the goods which are sent out of the country for sale, called export. Imports: the goods which are brought into the country from overseas, called imports. The second question: name the 6 Euro countries: Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Belgium and Malta. Now the short question number 3. Name the 5 forms of cotton. Answer: clothing, cloth, yarn thread, raw cotton and waste. Dear students, now we shall see the MCQs from this chapter 7. The first MCQ: Euro is a dash, country, currency, city or continent. The correct option is currency. The second MCQ: cotton is exported in dash forms 2, 4, 5, 6. So the correct option is 5. Cotton is exported in 5 forms. The third MCQ: Pakistan's second largest export item is rayon, rice, carpet, cotton. The correct option is rayon. Pakistan's second largest export item is rayon. The fourth MCQ: child labor is allowed over dash years in West: 15, 14, 13, 12. The correct option is 12. Child labor is allowed over 12 years in West. MCQ number 5: European Monetary Union has included dash countries: 15, 27, 25, 12. The correct option is 27. European Monetary Union has included 27 countries. Number 6, MCQ number 6: dash is Pakistan's second largest grain crop: rice, wheat, gram, barley. The correct option is rice. Rice is Pakistan's second largest grain crop. MCQ number 7: Pakistan is the dash largest producer of cotton: 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. So dear students, the correct option is 4th. Pakistan is the 4th largest producer of cotton. Next MCQ number 8: the process of making rayon was invented in about dash 1700, 2000, 1900, 1800. The process of making rayon was invented in about 1900. MCQ number 9: on dash euro coins and notes were introduced in 1st January 2002, 1st January 2003, 1st January 2004 and 1st January 2001. So the correct option is 1st January 2002. On 1st January 2002, euro coins and notes were introduced. So the MCQ number 10: sports equipment is Pakistan's largest export items: 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So sports equipment is Pakistan's 4th largest export item. Dear students, think from the MCQs and from the short question answer, each and everything is cleared. So let's move on the homework for today. Today's homework: read chapter 7, learn and write MCQs, short and long question answers, and also do the assignment of chapter number 7, question number 5. See you in the next video. Goodbye.